Hello everybody, got a quick little Temu haul. It's supposed to be 3 orders, but like usual, 2 of the orders are like free items from Reward 777. Alright, there we go. So we have a little box. Label age. I have 1,000 interesting tags. This is really fine day. Okay. Large weight label material package. It's supposed to be 1,000 pieces of like labels and things that I can use for junk journaling. Yeah, let's see. Looks like maybe it opens here. Enough of a corner going. Oh, forgot to put a trash bag in the trash can. No big deal, it's all going to be plastic. Okay, goes here. Cut across that. And inside we have a whole bunch of packets of labels. We got black and white. We got, I don't know, kind of craft color, I guess. We got some brown. We got some red and green. And it looks like brown and blue. There's a whole bunch of little bits and pieces, or bits and bobs, as many of the people I've been watching like to say. This one's got a lot of letters and numbers. A lot of itty bitties. Wonder if I should keep these in their little pouches and then put them in the little plastic containers. Gotta put my other stickers in. Or it doesn't matter and I can just dump them all together. Oh, they're stuck together. Okay, here's some that are like columns of numbers. Some kind of medicinal food, but it's like stamped on the corner, so it's outside the frame partially. Which I guess doesn't really matter. I mean, they don't have to be in the frame because that frame is full. There's another kind of label. It's just a bunch of different interesting things. Here's one that's a font. It's just the alphabet. Here's some with handwriting. On what looks like it might have been notebook paper or something. Or maybe some ledger paper. La Newfoundland? I don't know. But you get the idea. It's just different batches of colors of labels and letters and numbers, and there's some round ones. Sure. Might be Latin. I'm not sure. Might be German. It's not American English, so I don't know. Alright. So I'm not going to go through all the colors. You have the basic idea of what's going on there. A lot of them are very similar. Although it does look like they're all different based on what I can see. They look like they're all different styles of labels. Anyway, I will go through them later and put them in the little plastic boxes that I keep my stickers in. Excuse me. Okay, this is more stuff for scrapbooking, journaling, what have you. It says quiet and warm winter. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But it is a bunch of die cut pieces. Oh, 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 don't you disappear on me. Some that are, oh, they're different kinds of paper. That's interesting. I didn't know there were going to be different kinds of paper. So we have these little, I guess they're bottles. Well, they could be light bulbs, I guess, if you turn them the other way. And there's at least 4 different types of paper. But they're all die cuts that I can use. So if I hold it that way, it kind of looks like light bulbs. If I hold it that way, they look like little, like potion bottles. And here's some that look like slides. So you can make the specimen slides out of them. Some that look like giant stamps. Different style of bottle. Some windows. Some like ginkgo leaves. A different style of slide, this time with a round opening. And lots of little butterflies and flowers and little itty bitty bitties. So let's see if I can get all this stuff back in here without tearing anything up. So that'll be interesting to play with. Some of them are very delicate because they have so much cut out. Butterflies. I like the butterflies. I like that, and there's different styles of butterflies. There's a couple different kinds here. There's like regular ones and the swallowtail type. But I wonder what quiet and warm winter has to do with anything, because that's what's printed here. And then it's got like Chinese written underneath it. This is really pretty. Save that little bit and put it in a collage or something. Haven't been coughing all night, and as soon as I turn the video on, I start coughing. Why? I have some socks! I think I had these before. I had a pack of socks before that are very similar. I think the colors are different, but the style's the same. I call them spa socks. They call them fluffy. Yeah, they're kind of fluffy. They're very soft. Very soft. And they're, you know, real stretchy. So my big old feet can get in them. And, you know, how many pairs are in here? Does it say? Can I count? 8-pack. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 pairs of pink. Apparently there's 2 pairs of pink. That's interesting. I wear less pink than the other colors, so of course I get 2 pairs of pink. But that's okay. They're soft, they'll be nice to wear, and they're not super heavy, so the shoes that are a little tighter won't be such a problem if I try to wear socks. I have some more handmade paper. 50 sheets. I didn't realize I got a second batch. Is it the same? I think it's slightly different than the other This is called cicada wing paper. It says 50 pieces. I was intrigued. Oh, I know that. I think that pack of paper was one of the freebies. That would be why. This is super, super thin. It feels a little bit like pattern paper, so like sewing pattern paper. It will tear, but it takes a little bit extra to pull it apart. Maybe I'm just pulling it the wrong direction. Some papers are direct direction. Yeah, it tears easier going the other way. But I thought, yeah, it'd be fun to put in collages and the like. I like to play with different kinds of paper. I wish I could find all the stuff that I had left over when I was in college. So I went to art school. I had all kinds of papers and art supplies that I could be using. A lot of little bits and pieces in here. Let me see what all I've got before. Okay, these are book stickers. Just a little roll of them. Is it 500 on a roll? Yeah, 500 on a roll. There we go. Hopefully I don't mess up that sticker by trying to peel this off. Ah, there we go. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but this one's a heart full of books, and there's a stack of books. It says, you are a queen. That's hard to read because it's so small. This says something at the top, but I can barely see what it says. I love books, maybe? I don't know. Stack of books that are tied up. I love reading. I like big books and I cannot lie. A heart that says books, so you can get an idea of what they look like. And we're back to the heart full of books. So that's a pretty decent number. It's 10 before it repeats, so that's pretty good. Here. Pins. Oh, missed a pin. Don't want to lose that. Okay. So let's do these first, I guess. These are some art canvas print things. I have found it interesting that prior to Thanksgiving, there was a lot of Halloween stuff I didn't see. Thanksgiving hit, and my feed is full of Halloween stuff. And I'm like, I wish I would have seen it before Halloween. I would have bought it then. But here I am, buying it now. And I can't get it out of the wrapper. They did a good job with the shrink wrap. Here. Okay, this one. Oh, wow, that's pretty. It's a gorgeous bat with flowers. I love it. It is beautiful. I gotta figure out where to put all these. Get some frames and figure out what wall to clear out stuff from, and so I can hang them up. I would do this wall, except that this piece of paneling back in like March popped out, and I can't get it to pop back in. It's got like a bow in it, so trying to hang something like a framed item, not very good. It's not going to stay put. But I might be able to do like maybe above the dresser if I can find a place to move all this stuff to. See, it starts with something simple, like I want to hang something on the wall, and ends up becoming a huge project. Well, now I got to move this, and I got to move that, and well, to move that, I need to clean over here, and I need to move this, and yeah, it's never easy. What I really need to do is have a big old clear out, because I've got my stuff, mine and my son's stuff. I have a lot of my ex-husband's stuff. I have my parents' stuff, because this is their house, that since they passed, is now mine. I have stuff from grandparents on both sides. It's just stuff. And I keep accumulating more, because I can't stay away from Temu. This one's beautiful too, with all the bats. Love it, love it! I think these came in a couple different sizes. I chose the like 30 by 40 centimeters, which is what, like 12 by 16 or something inches, approximately. Because that's what all the diamond paintings are. I thought, well, let's go ahead and get these the same sizes. So I still got to figure out where to put all those. I haven't been working on them lately. I need to do a couple more of them. I just kind of got to the point where I was a little bit burned out. And I thought, you know, before I completely burn myself out on them and hate it, I'm going to take a little break, do some other stuff. As far as the junk journaling goes, I haven't actually put a journal together yet to work on it, but I am working on like cutting things out of magazines. I sat here with all the recipe cards I bought from Temu and sorted them into groups so that I have little packets of them. When I am ready to make my journals, I can have them ready to go. I'll pack little packets. I don't know, I guess it goes this way because it's the bat upside down, but the flowers look wrong. Maybe it's this way? Flowers look right. I don't know. I'm not sure which way he's supposed to go. You would think this way because it's a bat. But the flowers are absolutely upside down. It's got to go this way. I don't know. He's beautiful. Looks like a painting. All bats are beautiful. And I am really happy to have these. These are really cool. Okay, these two I think came from a different seller because they're wrapped different. Well, how in the world am I supposed to get in these? Okay, that's got some styrofoam. We'll just poke the hole there where the styrofoam is. That way we don't poke the canvas. Aha. They really don't want me getting into this one. Oh, the ends are taped too. Okay. Don't let the tape be smarter than you are. There's the end. There's the end. So I've had a long night at work. My client slept the whole night. I was bored out of my mind. I did finally watch a few YouTube videos. And when I'm done with this video, I will watch, Are We There Yet? She put up a new Temu haul. This is cool. This is like a fairy standing on a bat in front of the moon in a really neat looking tree. But it's very light colored. There we go. Now you can kind of see the image a little better. When the light hits it, it's hard to see on camera. But there we go. Yeah, I think that's neat. And I'm generally not a fan of fairies. But, I mean, it's a bat. That's more important than the fairy. In my world, anyway. I don't get on with fairies. I don't like fairy stories in my books. Whenever it starts talking about fairies or fae, I'm just like, nope. Most of the stories I've read that have that in them, I don't care for. So, sorry to any of you if you're fans of the author Sarah J. Maas. I just don't get on with her stuff at all. Holly Black, I'm okay with, as long as it's not like the Cruel Prince series. No interest in that whatsoever. Now that one I'll say I haven't read, so I can't really judge it. I did read the first of the Sarah J. Maas, what's it called? Court of Thorns and Roses or whatever. Absolutely hated it. Was completely miserable the whole time. I was just like, why am I doing this to myself? Other than I needed it for a challenge. It's just not my thing. And that's fine, you know? My thing is vampires. Give me a vampire story. Maybe people who like fae stories don't care for vampires. Just, you don't like my library if that's the case. Then we have another one. We've got owls at the top. We've got a fairy riding a bat. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's neat that the fairy has butterfly wings. I think the artwork is good. I'm just not a fan of fairies. Anyway, that really doesn't matter. Everybody likes something different. Alright. I was watching Hey Everybody's video. I don't know if it was Friday nights or Saturday nights, which night it was, which video it was. It was the one where she had the Snoop Dogg Elf on a Shelf thing as her avatar, or no, not avatar, thumbnail for the video. Anyway, she and I just completely blanked on what I was going to say. Oh, she had the Mothman for President pin that I have. Mine's over on my pin banner in the Mothman section. And I thought that was funny that, you know, here she is hauling that. She hauls a lot of, like, Bigfoot and alien stuff. Bigfoot's cool. Aliens, they're alright. But then I lived within a mile of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base where they supposedly took the Roswell aliens. So, I heard about aliens all my life. It's like, yeah, whatever. So here's some paper. Does it say what size this paper is? A something, I don't know, it just says 10 sheets. A5? Maybe? I don't know. But I think these are really pretty winter images. I love that horse. This female face is really pretty. I think it's interesting, these jars look like salt and pepper shakers to me. I'm not sure why you would have that out in the woods, but whatever. The bridge with the moon, I like that. Some more winter. I just downloaded some digital images from... Well, I got some from Rach and Bella Crafts and some from TLC Vintage. And both of them had some really pretty winter things I think will go nicely with these images. I like that one a lot. Gives you a lot of space to write. I like that lamppost. The bird's pretty. I was sitting in my car when I got home watching the blue jay fly around. And I wish I would have had my camera in hand because it sat on the fence right next to my car window. And I barely moved it, it flew away. It's like, ugh. If I would have had my camera in hand, maybe I could have gotten a picture because it was beautiful. Such a gorgeous shade of blue. I like this one with the deer. The Winter Castle's cool too. I like that deer one. These will be fun. I can either cut them apart and make them into journal cards, or I can use them as pages and put something on the backs. Feels like pretty decent paper. It's not super thin. It's not like regular copy paper. It's a little heavier than that. But as far as things like, was it GSM? Is that what the... As far as all that stuff, I don't know. But it's really nice paper. That's very pretty. Let's see. I've got some pins. This one looks like a Game Boy cartridge and it's Pokemon. It's pink. Is that Jigglypuff? I think. Very sparkly. Very glittery. Glitter and cartridges, bad combination. You don't want to get glitter all up in your cartridge. It won't work. They say that actually blowing in the cartridge doesn't help. But man, it makes you feel like you're doing something, you know? This is a really pretty bumblebee. I mentioned art school. I went to Savannah College of Art and Design. We were the bees. Go bees! Okay, this was a freebie. I went through the whole list, and this is the only thing that looked even remotely interesting. And it looks like a energy drink can, and it says, "Tears of Mine Enemies!" Oh, and I just threw it on the floor. Crud. Where did it go? Where did you go? Can't show it, because I can't find it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Because it's black, and it landed with the black side up in a shadow, so I couldn't see it. Alright, Tears of Mine Enemies. See if I can get it to where you can actually see. I guess that's about as good as it's going to get. A couple more pins. And then I have some jewelry and a couple little boxes of stickers. This one says Speak for those less fortunate than yourself who will keep your help. Huh? Speak for those less fortunate than yourself who will need your help. Stay true. Very tiny words, very hard to see. Very blurry. I probably ought to go get my eyes checked. And who's got time? I don't have time for that stuff. Right now I'm working 5 days straight, with the 5th day being a 12-hour shift. And, you know, I'm gonna be dead tired by the time I get home. I'll have the one night off, and then I work another like 4 in a row or something. They're working us like crazy right now. Okay, this one says, all hail Lucifer. It's a little hellcat. I thought it was funny. This one says, you did not wake up today to be mediocre. And it's a skull with moth wings. This one has a cute little purpley bat on it, and it says, bats are my spirit animal. Guess why I bought this set of pins? Because bats are my spirit animal. And I had to buy the set because that one by itself was sold out. But it was available in the set. I don't know. It was weird. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. We got some ghosts that are not the perfect little ghosts. I think they're adorable. But then, you know, that's just me. I'm not perfect. Wouldn't really want to be perfect. That just puts too much pressure on you, you know? Okay, this one is a necklace. And I got it to go with this pair of earrings, which I could not find them as a set. Sometimes you find them as a set and you also find them in separate parts. So I bought separate. I feel like the necklace had a whole bunch of different color variations, but the earrings just had the one. And this, it depends on the angle you look at it. Sometimes it looks blue, sometimes it looks purple. I think those are really, really pretty. And then the necklace is purplish, but it has more of a red shift than a blue shift. Although in the camera I'm seeing blue. So I think it depends on how the light hits it. And it's got this really, really fine and short neck chain to find a different chain to put on it, because this one will likely be a little on the short side for me. I find that a lot with the Temu necklaces, that the chains tend to be a little on the short side. But then not everybody's got a thick neck, so I get it. Your average customer is probably fine with this size necklace, which is probably a 16 or 18 inch. I would prefer like a 20 inch. Oh, come on! There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, come on. Ha 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 ha. Got it. It's the little things. I feel like I'm wasting so much time fooling with this, but if I don't put it on there, I will probably lose it. But yeah, I think that is very pretty. I've got a couple different butterfly shirts, so I've got things to wear it with. Okay, so there we have ice cream, and here we have Kitchen Time. Interesting, this one, it puts it in big enough letters you can actually see it. Here, it's like little microscopic letters over here. Okay, Kitchen Time. I know these are going to be tiny, and I knew that when I ordered them, because I knew they were coming in one of these little boxes. But they were like 98 cents. Or maybe, I think they might have been on sale for 89. Come on, come on. I forget how many is supposed to be in a box. What does it say? Kitchen inspiring quote. Usually it tells you a number on the back, but I don't see it. Okay, this is like a china cupboard. There's 3 of those. Is there 3 of each of them? Here's a slice, an apple with a slice next to it. A plate and a teacup. A bin of apples. Like a bucket. Half dozen eggs. A pitcher, rolling pin, a couple jars and ramekins. I hope you're being able to see these. They look really blurry to me on the camera. Apple, a couple ramekins, and a bowl. I guess they're getting ready to make a pie. There's a pie on a cake plate. Here's some more apples. They could have just called it the apple collection, because here's a basket full of apples. And a box full of apples. And what is this? I don't know, some cloth or something draped over something, but I don't know what. And we have a bushel basket full of apples. We have that china cupboard with a couple bushels of apples. And here we have a ladder with a bucket of apples on top of it and a basket of apples below it. So they're calling it Kitchen Time, but it's mostly apples. That's interesting. But they'll be fine, because, I mean, food journal, they'll be perfect for that, so. And this one's supposed to be ice cream. And I find it interesting, all of those were in 3s. Are these going to be the same way? Does it say how many? It says frozen yogurt on the back. It says ice cream dispenser on the front. Got a couple that don't want to come out. Well, they just want to be difficult. Okay, so I've got a song stuck in my head, and it's driving me crazy. Heard it for the first time on the radio the other night, and it has been going through my head pretty much constantly ever since. It's by Freak Nasty. It's called Da Dip. It says, I put my hand upon your hip. I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand upon my hip. You dip, I dip, we dip. It just goes on like that for a while. Yeah. We got ice cream cone. I finally got him out of the box. We have a different ice cream cone. How many are there of that one? 2? These may be in 2s. Okay, here's a bowl with some ice cream and a cone sticking out the top. Yeah, these seem to be in 2s. Oh, cute! Here's a bunny ice lolly. Here's a popsicle with fruit in it. Here's an orange popsicle with an orange slice in it. I guess the bunny was an ice cream and ice lollies are popsicles. I get that confused. Of course, I've never been to the UK. There's an ice cream cone. I want to go sometime. I think it would be fun. I think I'd have a good time. I've got family from over there. I mean, that's like a lot of my heritage is from the Isles. There's an ice cream cone with strawberries all over it. I know we've got Irish, Scottish, Scots-Irish, Welsh, English. So we're all over. Some kind of ice cream. Almost looks like cotton candy, but it's ice cream. Here's a green one with kiwis in it. Looks like a strawberry ice cream cone. This one might be a popsicle, might be ice cream. I don't know, it's pink. Another strawberry ice cream cone. A lot of them are pink. Oh, that's a different one. Okay, here's a pink twist cone. Here's a bluish, purplish ice cream cone. Whoa, stay. Don't fall on the floor. Please don't fall on the floor. Here's one that looks like watermelon. Here's, I don't know, pink and yellow splotches on it. Looks yummy. There's a Neapolitan one. And this one looks like strawberry. Oh, here's the other Neapolitan. Excuse me. I don't know, it's got some kind of green stuff going down the one side, but it's an ice cream cone. Another ice cream cone. There's another one that looks like watermelon. And I only see one of this particular one. And it's all folded up. It got bent in transit. But it's like a vanilla ice cream. And that is the last of the stickers. That's the end of the haul. Hopefully it's not terribly long. 45 minutes, longer than I thought. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a haul. But I did have trouble unwrapping things, so there's that. Advent calendars are going on every day at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. The videos are popping up. So let's see, today's the 3rd, so there should be the first 3 days up. I had a little trouble with the 16th because of course I have to have one that screws up. So but it's in there. It's all scheduled. They're all ready to go. But it's going to have this weird watermark going across it, and I don't know why, because that particular program, I paid for it, and I've been using it, and now that they have a new version out, they want me to pay for it again. And I'm like, no, I'm not upgrading it. I shouldn't have to pay for it again. I've already paid for it. Well, if I don't pay for it again, then I get the watermark, because it's not considered premium anymore. But the only advantage I see to upgrading to the new version is I get access to AI. I don't want AI video. I'm doing my own video. So, anyway, there's that. But I really only use it when I have to splice pieces together anyway, so I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. There, I'm saying that again. I've gotten away from saying it because it was driving me crazy, and here I am saying it again. Oh well. I'll go get all this stuff put away so I can go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep. It's a never-ending cycle. I need to go get a haircut. This is crazy. Look at this. Woo! I'm losing my mind. Okay. Yeah, well, remember to do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Click the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we'll see you in the next one, whatever it may be. Well, I mean, advent calendars, but beyond that, I'm not sure. I know there's at least one more Temu order out there, because I placed it yesterday. Oops. There might be 2 Temu orders out there. I don't know. Stuff is a-common. Videos will be common. We'll figure it out as it goes along. But for now, I'll say goodbye, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.